And again, today is the 5th of May 2022, and today we'll be talking about resistance. So what is resistance? Resistance is a price that is accepted as a rejection level by the market. So, if the entire world's looking at the same chart, it's a level of price that is a level of rejection. So usually and primarily found at double tops, any type of bearish structure. So there's a clear double top here on the 4 hour on gold, right? There's a level of rejection here and there's a level of rejection there. 1, 2, 3. These are also levels of rejection, all through here, and a level of rejection all through here. But we are looking for a common price point. So a common price point of rejection, which is resistance. So 1, 2, 3, where it fails to break through. So we'll mark these areas. Okay. Put them as a supply zone. Right. And we'd be literally waiting for these moves to come. So a date here and a range. So it's quite long because it is the 4 hour time frame. So there's 51 days. But these are some mega moves, 5% on gold, which is huge. And look how fast they melt. Another 5% on gold, which is huge. It is a very big move. These are the moves that you'd want to wait for because depending on your position size, this is a year's wage. If you have the right position size, this one day could be a year's wage. You could have, depending on, like I said, depending on your lot size, will depend on how much money you make. Like, this is a mega move. I could work it out. I'll have a quick look and we'll see. So I usually do 10 lots on gold, Forex profit calculator. Continues to site, XAU, USD. So sell side. I just have to check what my broker. So when you're doing a check on your profits and loss or your profit calculators and stuff like that, you have to check with your liquidity provider when you're in the symbol properties. So I won't show you. I won't show you because of the image. But so contract size is 100. So if I did 10 lots, that means that's 10 times 100. So it's 1,000. It's 1,000 units. So 1,000 units. And the let's have a look what the positions are here. So our coordinates. It's 1958. 669 and 1850.081 on a static position size, or static position size is $108,000. So you could take 2 trades a year and you've made $216,000 trading on the higher time frames and trading on resistance, just resistance only on a short with 10 lots on gold. So we have this playing out in 5 days. We have this playing out in 5 days, and this one playing out in 3 days. Oh well. So our rejections here. So about 12 hours. 12 hours. 4 hours actually. 4. So about 8 hours here. 8 hours there. 8 hours to hit the bottom. So, and like in our previous video. Support, so you're looking for the take profit at support, which is double bottom there, bang up to rejection and straight back down to support. So you've just made on 10 lots, $216,000, and you've taken 2 trades in the year. And that's just with resistance. So, knowing these levels and knowing how to identify them is very important, and not just for these moves, but also to know where the levels of rejections are. So we've got a level of rejection here, so a level of rejection, but look, it breaks through, and it gives a little bit of retest. It doesn't give us a retest because we're not bearish. We're not bullish. We're bearish at the moment, so you'd be very careful, especially with an impulsive move like that. But now that we know that we're moving down, right? We know that these potential people are going to get trapped. The buyers are going to get trapped because our structure, right, is moving down. Okay, there's our low, but our resistance is here. So until we break past here, then we are technically ranging. So yeah, and here, and there's our range, right? So regardless of whatever's happening here, it's just ranging until we break here or here. Then we have continuation in either direction. So we do form this lower structure here, which is pretty much a bear flag, right? So which also, we have a level of rejection on the trend here, but I don't want to talk about rejections on trends because I want to save that for the trend line video. So just purely using resistance. So resistance, and then we're breaking back under of that range. So the support here is gone, breaking under resistance. So this is our break, and this is our retest. So they've got 2 wick candle wicks on the retest in the 4 hour, which would be also our reference zone. So you remember how I was saying about the reference zone in the support video. So reference. Now we can look on the lower time frames for the entry if we haven't taken here or here. So, or if this move, we want it done and we want it done quick. So it's done, you're out. Your next move is the continuation move, and that's what you'd be looking for, the continuation. So in the direction of the impulsive move and whatever the previous structure is. So there's the resistance. So our short would be the retest of the reference zone here, or if we might be able to find a more refining area on the lower time frames, but we do get this little wick up here for another rejection of the zone reference, and then we get another rejection here. Now these rejection wicks are big because they're on the it's data of 4 hour. So the data on 4 hour is very significant. All right, so we want to be taking consideration, and a little trick I like to do is find a median price point of the rejection zone. All right, a high price point of the rejection zone. So the median is definitely here, because the price action was more here. Okay, the low, right, and the high. All right, now we have zones. We have a zone in these rejections areas of where a discounted price is, right, discounted price, and where a premium price is. So the area of where we would like to get into is in the discount in relation to the direction of the trade. So the discount price would be here because we're shorting, and the premium price would be in here because it goes up and potentially stops us out or puts us in red. So that's what I mean by discount, where it doesn't put us in red that much, and a premium where you're sort of paying a little bit more, but you're just getting in. You're getting in because you understand where you're the direction of the market and where you're going. We have a previous support here, now resistance. So there's a clear break, bang, coming up, retesting. There's the previous support, now resistance, and continuing on. So we had a continuation here, a continuation, and a continuation. Now, if you held this position, this monstrous position from here to here, and you held down to there on 10 lots, right, which would be ridiculous. To 1766.733 from 965.444, you would have just have made just under 200,000 US dollars on this one trade alone. So it's important to know your zones, your levels of rejections, levels of support, how the break of support, the break of rejections areas, and stuff like that. And because this is powerful stuff. This is powerful stuff because you're using structure, using candles, using wicks, using the zones in the appropriate direction of market structure, which I'll get into. So, but I think that's enough on resistance, and I've given you a little bit more, in terms of the premiums and discount areas, your refinement, a little bit about charting patterns, but I'm going to get into those in a later date. So I hope that's sufficient for now, and I'll see you in the next video.